Good morning, unis. It's Dawn Bryson. A few of you had asked about the difference between Zig and Karin markers. And I just wanted to do a super quick, super simple video. I'm not going to edit it because, quite frankly, I don't know how. So this is just going to be quick and simple, but maybe it'll give you a little bit of an idea of the difference between the two markers. And honestly, when it comes to watercolor's watercolor, so that part of it's not as different in my opinion, and I'm not a watercolor artist. If you want like real tutorials on watercoloring, you want to go see like Melinda Stearns. She's incredible. But this is just a simple, everyday, simple crafting difference. For me, the biggest difference is the nib, and that's why I lean towards the Karin markers. The Karin markers have a nib that's kind of similar to a Copic nib, where, I mean, it's stiff. So you can see like there's no bristles, it's like a stiff marker. Where the Zig markers have a brush tip. Now, if you're used to working with a watercolor brush, then you might like these more. But you can see if I spread that out, you can see the bristles. It's got like a bristly water brush tip. That's the biggest difference when it comes to the markers themselves. You can see how much ink is in here. It's pretty full of ink, where with the Zigs you can't see how much ink is in here. So I don't know like if the Karin markers have more ink and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not getting like super technical. I'm just showing you like the difference. This image, just in case you were wondering, is from Unity. It's the Difficult Rolls by Gracie Ellie, but I wanted to show the jar because that's like a bigger, easier image. So I'm going to use the turquoise by the Karin on the one on the right. So I'm just going to outline this real easy. I do think that the Karin markers are a little bit higher pigmentation in them. They're a little bit more bold in color. I really like them. I think the colors are really vibrant, and I do like that a lot. I'm working dry on dry. Well, dry, I guess, dry with wet. Anyway, I'm just gonna wet that. And because this is supposed to be full of water, I just want it to be kind of fluid. And that's it. Like, they're so easy. If you're intimidated by watercolors, and I've said this in a other watercolor video I did, which I did use Zigs, because it was before the Karin markers came out. They're just easy. If you're not a watercolor artist and you want to color a flower and you wanted to just, I mean, watercolors are just so easy. So the one on the left, I'll use the Zig. I have, this one is the Cobalt Blue. So again, I'm just going around the edge. Not real careful here. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that's it. Just real easy. Rinse my brush real good so that I'm not transferring any of that other color so you guys can see. And then you can see they react the same way. They move the same way. So when it comes to like the watercolor aspect of them, I think they're pretty much the same. It's just, I think personally that the Karin markers are a little bit more pigmented. This is a blue and this is a teal, so obviously this one's going to look a little bit brighter on camera. But the one thing about the Zigs is that they're a little bit less expensive. So if you don't have big bucks to spend and you just want something to start off with, and you're not watercoloring like almost all of your images, the Zigs are going to be a little bit more affordable. If you're someone that's going to watercolor a lot, you really enjoy it, you want to invest in something, then I would probably say to lean towards the Karin markers, but that's just my opinion. I know these are cotton balls, so I'm not gonna, but we're gonna color them with a color, and I'm just gonna do two just to show you. I'm gonna do purple just because it'll brighten. I think it'll show up on camera better. So I'm just literally putting a little dot down, and I'm gonna use a thinner brush this time. And I'm working on Bristol smooth paper. I don't know if I mentioned that. So you can see it's pretty pigmented. It's pretty bright. On the zig, I'm going to use about the same color. And the zig does have a pretty fine brush point, so you can get into like little areas and stuff with it. And that's it. I mean, those are like the main differences I see. I'm not an artist, so I can't go into like all these technical details, but I hope that helps. So when it comes to the zig, you're going to have a brush tip. The Karin markers, you're going to have a stiffer tip, which I kind of prefer, but I like them both equally. If you only had the money to invest in one, you know, you're going to have to make a hard decision. The zigs are going to be a little bit more affordable. One other difference is the zigs can be held, I keep mine in a bag like this, and I just keep them next to me, where the Karins I keep in the box because it comes with a little pamphlet and it does say to keep them vertical. So that's another thing. If you don't have a storage to keep them in the box, you might want to consider that, where the zigs you can just kind of keep in a pencil bag and put them in a drawer or whatever. But that's it. I hope this helps. I know it's not the best video. It's early and I'm tired. So that's that. I hope that helps you guys a little bit. Have a great day, Unis. Bye.